Hello everyone, this is Teacher PC Júnior and welcome to our bonus class of this week. I know you're not expecting me, you were expecting Teacher Bella, but she is under the weather today. I know you maybe won't understand what that means for now, but I'm sure and I promise you that by the end of the class, you're going to understand completely what that means, okay? So let's start the class today. We're going to talk about idioms. We always listen to people talking about idioms, but we never know what that is, right? So today I'm going to break this code for you. First, let's understand what idioms are, all right? First, let's understand where this word comes from. So, idiom, the word idiom comes from the ancient Greek word idioma, all right? Which means something special and unique. So, when we talk about idioms, we're not talking about things that are common in every language. We are talking about expressions, we're talking about phrases that are part of that language specifically. They will probably don't mean anything or almost anything in other languages, okay? Sometimes they are translations of our expressions, okay? We don't know which was the first one, but sometimes they are completely different, and we're gonna see this through this lesson, all right? So, an idiom is an expression whose meaning isn't obvious from the individual words. It's figurative, not literal, all right? So, they are expressions that if you translate word by word or even the entire sentence, they will make a sense sometimes, sometimes not, but they will not mean exactly the literal meaning of that sentence. For example, here, let me clarify this to you. Look at this picture here. In this first picture here, we can see New York City, right? It's Times Square, and we can see some dogs and some cats falling down the sky, like it's raining cats and dogs, right? But if we use this expression, it's raining cats and dogs, we simply mean that it's raining a lot. It's raining cats and dogs means that it's raining a lot. All right. So as we talked here before, an idiom is an expression whose meaning isn't obvious from the individual words. So if you read the sentence or if someone tells you that it's raining cats and dogs, we will not believe that it's raining actually animals from the sky, right? But it doesn't mean that. It means that it's raining a lot. We also have this kind of expressions here in Portuguese. For example, where I come from, we used to say that it's raining canivetes when it's raining a lot, right? But in English, we have a different expression. Why is it important? Why is it cool? Why is it nice to use idioms? Okay, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that idioms are completely informal. So normally people use idioms when they're talking to friends, when they're talking to family, and it means that you are using the language in the most familiar way possible, right? And in the most informal way possible. So when you use an idiom, you sound more natural, all right? You show connection with culture and native people. You show that you understand their culture. You show that you understand what native people you normally say in their daily basis. You show extreme fluency because you're not using literal words. You're using expressions that don't mean what they mean. So you are using advanced English and you're showing extreme fluency. And you show knowledge and familiarity with the language, all right? If you know how to use idioms, it means that you know what you're saying. It means that you know what you're doing with the language. So you can sound more natural. You can show your connection with the native people and their culture. You can show fluency and knowledge about the language. And this is awesome. So why not use idioms, right? Let's explore some idioms. and learn some of them. After the class, I want you to download this material and do the exercise. We're not using the same idioms of the class in the exercise, so it's a great chance for you to learn new idioms as well. So let's continue here. Some idioms are direct translations of our idioms in Portuguese or vice versa. I will never know who came first. But for example here, to break the ice, which is to start a conversation in a comfortable way. So here we have the literal meaning, which is like breaking the ice. In this sentence, she is literally breaking the ice. But in this sentence here, this guy is breaking the ice with this other one here because he's trying to start a conversation in a way that is comfortable to both of them. All right? So break the ice. Repeat with me. Break the ice. Some others are completely different and unique to a language. It means that, for example, if you translate, we will not understand what exactly that means, okay? The example that I'm going to give you here is to hit the nail on the head. It means literally to hit, okay, with a hammer, possibly, okay, probably, okay, a nail. This is a nail, okay, and this part that we hit when you're hammering something, we call it the head of the nail. So when you hit the nail on the head, you are answering or describing something completely right. So in the figurative language, as an idiom, we say that when you hit the head, the nail on the head, it means that you gave a correct answer to something. All right, like in this example here, the student got the answer right, so the teacher is high-fiving her, like it meaning that she got it right, like that she hit the nail on the head. All right, let's continue here to the next one. Some other expressions are similar to some we have here in Brazil, but they're different. The example that I put here for you is to cost an arm and a leg. In the first picture here, we can see that it makes no sense that the person is trying to pay some shopping, some groceries or something at a supermarket using his arm and a leg, right? But in Portuguese, we have a similar expression that means exactly the same thing, but using different parts of the body. In the second picture here, we can see that the guy is sad because he's paying the groceries with lots of money. It means that the groceries are very expensive. So in English, when you say that something costs an arm and a leg, it means that it's very expensive, right? In Portuguese, we say that it costs an eye, right? That it costs the eye of the face. Or sometimes we need to say that we need to sell some organs, like some kidneys, to pay for something, right? So in English, we say that something costs an arm and a leg. The next expression, the last one that we're going to learn today, that makes no sense, absolutely no sense in Portuguese, is to say that someone is under the weather. When you look to the picture, you can see that it means that the person is sick. This person is feeling sick. And now you know what happened to Teacher Bella today. She is under the weather today. So it means that she's feeling sick. That's why she's not here with you in this class today. So now, what I want you to do is to help me match those idioms and literal phrases. Phrases, right? And those literal phrases. I'm going to give you the sentence, and you have to tell me which of the idioms that we saw could complete this sentence, right? So, he woke up feeling sick today. How could I say this using one of those idioms? I'm waiting for you. You just thought I was going to give you the answer like that and you would not participate of the class? Try to complete the sentence. The second sentence, I'm going to give you all the answers at the end, okay? Now the second sentence. I thought she didn't have the answer to that question, but she got that right. Okay? Write it down. Now, I got late at work today because of the weather. It was pouring. In the last sentence, I wanted to buy a new car, but the one I want is too expensive. All right, maybe you will not answer the same way that I will answer the questions here. You're not going to replace the literal phrases with the idioms the same way that I would do, but the important thing here is that you use the correct idiom, okay? So he woke up feeling sick today. We could say, he woke up under the weather today. He woke up a little under the weather. I thought she didn't have the answer to that question, but she got that right. But she hit the nail on the head. But she hit the nail on the head. I got late at work because of the weather. It was raining cats and dogs. It was raining cats and dogs. I wanted to buy a new car, but the one I want is too expensive. I wanted to buy a new car, but the one I want costs an arm and a leg. Okay, so the first one is to be under the weather. The second one to hit the nail on the head. The third one to rain cats and dogs. And the second one to cost an arm and a leg. All right, so that was the class for today. Do not forget to do the exercises below and to download this material because you can use it to study later. All right, so it was a pleasure to be here with you today. We hope to have Bella back to next week, and that's it. Bye bye.